Hi everybody.
Hi everybody. Welcome to sunny Arizona. We have been living in our van now for 3 months and have come up with 10 things that we love about our van build. So we wanted to share those with you today.
Yeah, so if you're in the process of designing a van for yourself, these might be some good tips you want to consider. However, keep an eye on this channel because next week we're doing 10 things we wish we would have done differently. And that actually might be more useful to you. But for now, here's 10 things we think we got right.
So the first one is a do-it-yourself composting toilet. I love it. And we have videos, or we did a video and a blog post about the composting toilet. It's wonderful, and I would totally do it again.
Something you should think about. Save yourself $1,000 and build your own toilet. It's pretty cool. Number 2, the height of our refrigerator. We've seen videos where people build their fridges and they're down on the ground and they're on these slides and they slide out from under the counter, which is really cool. The thing we did not like about that is we figured we'd be bending over all the time to get into the fridge. And so we built ours on a stand. It's up higher, it's at waist height, really easy to get into, and we're super glad we did that.
It's a chest style refrigerator. So that's the other thing, is it makes it super nice. We just lift up the lid. It's more efficient.
Keeps the cold air in when you open it up.
Right. Instead of opening up a door that you have to get down, you can't see what's in the back. Yeah. This stuff, we just bury everything, so you eventually get to what's in the bottom.
Yeah, we're lucky. We were living in an apartment for the last year before we moved into the van finally, and the apartment had a dormitory fridge under the counter. So it's the kind you open up like with a door, and we would literally have to bend over like this to get in. That's what she's talking about. Good news about that is it made us realize how much we didn't want that in our van.
So number 3, we saw this video online and fell in love with it, so we did it. It is a step stool / pantry. So it's a wooden box that fits right into our, and slides. It slides right into our bulkhead here and into the garage. We pull it out and it's a step stool for us to get up into the bed at night. And then if you open up the lid and look inside, it's got all of our, some pantry stuff like oils and canned goods, and Tim keeps his chips in there.
It's a nice storage box for,
Yes.
for dry goods. Another thing we really like, number 4, is just the general layout of this interior. We were showing some people we met at a campground a couple weeks ago, and they just were going on and on about what a nice, simple, easy, livable arrangement this is. And we thought, yeah, we really like this. And it took us a long time looking at lots of different van layouts, and we kind of came up with this and hoped it would work, and we're super happy with it.
It works. Oh, our bed. Now, the bed, the most important thing. When we were raising our kids, I would always tell them, okay, 2 important things in life. Love your bed, because you're in it for 8 hours a day, 8 hours plus. And
That's a third of your life.
A third of your life. And love your job, because you're there another third of your life. And then the rest just takes care of itself. So we've not scrimped on a bed. We bought a latex mattress. It's kind of like a foam mattress. It's 8 inches thick, which we were sort of concerned about the height, so we got that right. And the mattress material itself is just the best sleep ever. It's just super comfortable, and yeah, we did not scrimp on that. We got a deal when we bought it, which was awesome. It fits perfect. We got a queen size bed, and yeah, happy with that so far.
And the platform, the height is just right. We can get our bikes underneath it. We still have room to climb up in here and be up on top of the bed as well. It's a little bit tight for my head, but Shannon can sit up if she needs to. But basically, we didn't want a bed that we would have to tear down and put together again every morning and every night. We just climb right up there. We hop in bed at night. We're ready to go. In the morning, we just get up. No fuss. So it's a great bed. We're very happy with it. Number 6. This is one that I have not seen in other vans. And they may be out there, but I just haven't noticed. Again, living in that little apartment for a year before we moved into the van, one of the things about that refrigerator again is there was no toe kick. So when you're working at the counter, you know, chopping vegetables or making a sandwich or whatever you do at your kitchen counter, there was no place for our toes. I was always stubbing my toes on that refrigerator. So in our van, we made a 3-inch toe kick, and it's wonderful. And if you're putting cabinets in like this style, I would highly suggest you put some room for your toes so that you can get up close to that counter and do what you need to do. We didn't lose any space with this like you would in a home. Typically cabinets are about 3 inches off the floor, and there's 3 inches of wasted space. Not so here, because this drawer actually follows that contour. The bottom drawer has a little step on it, but it goes all the way down to the floor. So that's something we're really glad we did.
Number 7, the electrical system. I am so impressed, and I had no idea until we started doing it how involved the electrical system is. And luckily, we have a brother-in-law and a brother that was super amazing, and because I couldn't have figured that out.
Thank you, Eric. I couldn't have done it either.
Yeah.
So we have an electrical system. We have 4 100 amp hour lithium batteries we got from Battleborn. They are awesome. As you may know, lithium batteries you can take down almost to a 0 charge. It does not affect battery life. Typical lead acid batteries, you really shouldn't take them below 50% charge level because you seriously shorten the life of the battery. So we have 400 amp hours of batteries, and we have basically 400 amp hours of usable electricity. To do the same with lead acid batteries, if you wanted 400 amp hours of usable electricity, you would have to have 800 amp hours of batteries, which are much heavier, much less expensive, but lithium ion is the way to go. So you got more upfront cost, but in the long run it pays for itself. Number 8, grab holes for the cabinets. These are so easy and so simple, and they don't get in the way, and they don't grab your pockets when you walk by. We're not running into little knobs sticking out of the drawers or the cabinet doors. They're just super easy and simple, and they work, and why not? If you're going to put something to open a cabinet or a drawer with, just put a hole you can reach your fingers in there and pull. It works great.
And routing them makes them nice and smooth, and so they're not sharp. Number 9, lights and outlets in the garage. That has been super helpful. It's dark, you can't see, you need to go get something in there. You flip a switch, it's all lit up. Or you need to plug in a tool or something from the garage.
Yeah,
it's right
I've
there.
already plugged in the jigsaw. I plugged in my skill saw to the outlet in the garage to cut up some things. It's perfect. And finally, number 10. This was the very first thing we put in our van build, and that is the Espar D2 diesel heater. It's under the passenger seat here. A lot of van people do these. There's some that are made in China that are cheaper. I've heard that you want to stay away from those. This one, it was almost $1,000, but it's wonderful. It draws diesel fuel right off the van fuel tank, so we don't have a separate source of fuel for it. And it cranks. It's got a thermostat on the wall that's really easy to use. We just set it for what temperature we want, and it keeps the van nice and toasty.
Okay, well that's 10 things we love about our van. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to stay tuned for next week's 10 things we wished we would have done differently. But in the meantime, if you could show us some love, that would be great. Give us a thumbs up.
And subscribe to this channel and you'll see more videos like this in the future. Until next time, thanks so much.
Bye. So, our electricity, we have 12 volt capacity. Our lights are 12 volt. These outlets here, actually our refrigerator runs on 12 volt also. It can be either or.
The water pump.
The water pump, yeah.
The diesel heater.
And we have a microwave and we have an oven. All of these things
But you're talking about 12 volts. And then you got to talk about, then we also have an inverter for 120 volts.
See how much I know about this?